done.
Yes,
and expect
if you
no report.
threaten to
Are
put
you
his
mad?
mother's certificate online, you will get
And
it
your
both married.
boyfriend put
Oh my God!
their named passport on.
But we'll just
So,
ignore what
what's
you
the
said, shall we?
difference?
People talking at once.
We would never have gone live if that hadn't have been like. I don't know why she did that. We hadn't spoke about her for 3 days. I don't know why she did that with the birth certificate and all that. I don't know why, but at the end of the day, it's very triggering. You can't expect people to not retaliate.
Is it okay to say someone's transitioned so they can be a paedophile?
If that's what he believes, then that's what he believes.
No, it's not. It's
Is
illegal.
it okay to say I killed my own baby and she's glad it's dead and we're Fred and Rose West and we kill children? Is that okay?
It's retaliation. Your boyfriend.
Oh, rubbish. I
always
never did
comes-
anything to her for her to sing Bye My Baby to my
Right,
child.
just tell me when I can.
I just feel like it's, it's getting a bit out of hand now. So
I never did anything to deserve her dancing with baby rattles saying she's glad my baby's dead. I didn't do anything to deserve that, and neither did Ricky. Nothing low enough has been said for her to do that. I'm sorry, it's not
Saying
okay.
that I did it. Yes, I did, and I came and I apologized, and me and Talia spoke as adults. Right?
He's never
And messaged back
apologised
and
for
forth.
it.
I can't take change the clock.
And you wouldn't have done it if she hadn't have done it anyway. She brought that song up. Now nobody can play that song because now we all think of miscarriage.
I can't
Guys,
listen
there's no
to it.
evils in the box. The reason I kick people is because people are talking over each other, and I don't like one person being attacked. I don't think that's fair. But if the evils want to get into the box, as long as you don't talk over each other and go on the attack, okay? I don't want it to look like it's a hate live on one person.
There
That's all I'm trying
is a massive back and forth, and I don't know where it's going to end, and it is getting out of hand. But the police are involved now, and I'm hoping this will end it. But I really love the trans community. There is no hate at all. I love you all. I was raised by drag queens. I absolutely love the LGBT community. I just don't like her, and there is nothing womanly about her, and I will never believe there is.
Guys,
Okay.
there's no evils in the box, so you know. So please stop saying that in the comments.
Anyway, it's a lovely sunny day outside, and we've got to go out. So, like I turned around and said, I don't care what's said about me. I really, really don't. Me and Talia have been together a year. Before that, I've always been in long-term relationships, just like Talia has. EQ's never in a relationship. How many different men has she had over the last how many years? Do you understand what I mean? Like I said, I only ever met her twice. This is always down to jealousy and bitterness towards Talia. I've started from day dot. I was getting paid my money daily, and sometimes she'd go days without paying me my money because my gifters were gifting her. That's the reason why I was so nice. Did I want to be nice to Eva Queen? Never in a million years. I didn't like her. I detested the thing. But I had to pretend it was an act. It was for TikTok, no matter what. End of story. Now, any person who wants to defend her, look at the evidence, what's out there for her being a broomer, exactly what she is. Go and have a look at it. Don't come for your hate for me, because I don't care what you say about me. TikTok, as soon as this button gets turned off and I will end TikTok, I'm going out to have an absolutely amazing day with my girlfriend.
I am an evil.
That's it, so I don't care. But what it is, hang on a minute, please. The evidence is out there for you to see that EQ is a broomer. Not only that, go for the witnesses. Chester, Bradley, CLA, Bob's mum, Sam. There's multiple witnesses. No, listen, there's multiple witnesses. Anybody else?
Can I ask you a question, Vixer? Do you think though maybe if you just stopped calling her Kruma, she'll stop her reactions?
Listen,
You know what I
she's
mean?
always spoke
You feel
about
like
me and
she
Talia
goes
for
lower
years.
kind of
I mean, I went months without being on the platform, months do my own thing, and she still spoke about me on a daily basis.
Yeah, she
It
did.
was all the time speaking about me. And then all of a sudden, because she couldn't get to me, because I didn't care anymore, because she said the worst about me, the worst of the worst, this is what don't bother me anymore. She then went for Talia. Just like she went for Rosie, just like she went for Jack, just like she goes for Bradley. Does everyone forget what she done to Bradley, where she beat him up and what she done him? She says stuff about me, but
What she did to Rosie as well, that was terrible.
Listen, I called Evil Queen out for this. I've got a DBS check which has been passed, so I can now work with vulnerable adults and children, okay? That's what I'm doing. I've never been convicted of hurting any person in the world. I've had a fight when I was 17, that's about it. But I haven't. Can she pass a DBS check? Because I put mine on TikTok. I don't care. She cannot do that. I very much doubt she can. So let's compare DBS checks to work with vulnerable adults. So there's the first thing. Have I said things on TikTok in anger and frustration? Yeah, I have. Mainly down to her for all the lies she told about me. people jumping in the box and threatening me and calling stuff about my mother and sending on police. Do you know she sent police around to my house Saturday with an old man who's nearly 70 grieving over my mum? Did you know she'd done that?
Yeah, she
He had an heart attack.
That was definitely her, was it?
100%. The police phoned me up Saturday. I've got proof of that. Angela can send it you across.
Oh, we need to see the proof that it was definitely EQ, because I think you're doing a lot of talking.
Well, they turned around and said it
No,
was the
let
lady.
somebody else talk. Let somebody else talk.
The police would not give you a name who did that, so you can't say that.
They turned around and said there's an investigation on someone, right? Not saying too much more, and it was from the Wigan. It was from Wigan, right? I know it was her. It was no one but her. Nobody else would do that.
To prove it.
Yeah. Well, I've got. Look, I turned around and said I've got the call.
Who else is going to do it from Wigan?
Well, you cannot just speak on someone without evidence. Let's be honest. It's bullshit. It's always
Well, listen,
bullshit.
it's 100% her. No matter what you think and say, if you want to support
You
that.
need proof for that, Rixty.
But anyway, all right, then let me say one thing. Let me say one thing to you. Let me say this. Let me say this because I'll leave the box. I'll leave you all to chat it out, right? If your child, right, went to EQ's, right, and her best friend then SA'd the child, right, and then you found out that he should be putting money in his bank account, right, and then she lay with him in the bedroom for a week, and then she went with another kid called Bob, and we've seen in bed, and all these witnesses was coming out. Would you have anything to do with her if it was your child? Yes or no? That's all I want.
And how about if anybody else brought it to the app, you'd believe. But because Ricky's the only one that's going to talk about it, because even Ange, you're saying, I'm not touching this, there's no evidence, and rightly so. But he's the only one that will talk about it. But because it's him, no one will believe it. But if somebody else had brought this to the app, you'd all be outraged.
Before people turn around and say this and that, the evidence is there for you to see. Stop. The evidence is there. You cannot deny the factual evidence.
He's
So
never played
there
these voice
last
notes.
night.
He's
He's
not
not
there.
ignoring that.
Listen, there's a
Are we ignoring the
reason.
evidence about you last night?
Can you stop
Hell
talking
yeah.
over each other?
Hell yeah.
Why has she never played that before? Why is she
played that
doing it
evidence
now?
on my platform
Why is she
last night.
turning on me and Ricky now?
All the
Why
voice
now?
notes
She's
were
had 3
played.
years to do it.
The difference is about them
Trying
voice notes. I
to
don't-
silence us.
Keep fetching
Well,
her up.
Let me have a brainwave of a guess. Because you keep calling her a groomer.
She is.
She is.
That's my
No,
opinion. I've
she's
got the evidence
not.
for that.
It's
I've got the proof of that. I've
Ricky,
proved it.
Are
I've
you
proved she is.
mad?
Yeah, but
Approved.
Do you know how well?
the proof stuff, because if there's a police case, let the police deal with
Do you
it,
know
right?
if you? Do you know if you
Stop
speak?
calling
Do you
it
know if
a
you're
groomer.
interfering
Stop
with witnesses
reacting,
as
yeah?
well? Interfere with a 14-year-old witness, which I've got evidence of. I play the voice notes, right? That is also interfering with witnesses.
you're
That's grooming.
absolutely
And not only when you putting money into a child's bank account, which I've got proof of as well.
Obsessed.
That's financial. No, she's obsessed
Oh,
with
Angie,
us.
come
It's
on.
her. The only reason to play them
Detective.
voice notes is that there's
Get
nothing
the
on my voice notes.
anti-detective on.
Pampa, do you have children? Would you?
Can I ask a question, Ange?
I've got children.
Ange, can I
I've
ask
got
a question?
grandchildren.
But Tom,
And
Would
you're
you let a
talking
40-year-old woman
absolutely
put money into a
obsessed.
child's bank account?
And it's every time that she splits up with somebody.
It's like you're all
Can I ask a
Yeah.
question?
You can't
Who's got
see.
something
You
to
can't see
gain
that she's playing
here?
us every
Because
night.
it definitely isn't EQ. EQ doesn't need you.
So
you
why
need
does she?
her.
Why
to
does she
care
go
of you.
live and talk about us every
Why
day?
are you talking on a mouth?
Because
Well,
we
what
would
you
She
never
said about
mention
misread
her.
kids. What she turned. So what she said. Hang on. So you're in support.
Oh my God!
No,
Well,
you're in
100
support.
years later.
There you go. You're in
Talking. One
support.
sec, you're asking questions and not letting someone reply.
You're in support of a lady, right? Of a lady who literally put things out there, calling misread, calling her a peddler. She's going to put posters up about it. So you're in support of that. That's the first. You're also in support. Let everybody know. So her as a in support that she turned around and says Talia touches her own son. She's in support of that. She's also in support. Says I lay with my own daughter who's 5. She's in support of that.
Yeah,
She's also in support of all the
miscarriage.
witnesses commenting. So you're in support of pedophilia. That's exactly what you're in support of. You cannot speak to me anymore.
Oh,
you support
Rickster,
a
you're not
pedlo.
going to be able to
Simple as
bully
that.
me and
EQ is a
narcissistic
child
little
groomer.
cunt.
End of story. The evidence is
Your
there.
talk.
I don't care about me.
You are a narcissist.
Oh,
And
kids,
you
I'm
know
a
everything that's coming
narcissist. I
for
don't think
you.
so. I'm a truth talker. I
Yes.
stand for what's right.
Oh,
I protect
shut up.
children.
You're a man
I
bully.
protect
You're a
children.
bully.
I protect children. And I will
Bully.
continue
And
to
you're a
protect the
beg.
children.
And the
I will
only reason
continue
you're
to-
talking
I
on a
will be
name
these
is
children's
for money.
voices. There's no other creators
for
that are talking
money.
about it.
Hang
I
on,
will.
hang on. It's
Justice
for money.
for kids.
Hear me?
Justice
You
for kids.
beggar.
Justice for kids. Justice for kids.
Oh, shut up. You can't even see.
We're actually going to see him today, actually. We're going to post all the photos. So there you go. You're wrong again. Wrong again. You don't know anything. You're going to look so silly when it all comes out, because the police it's all happening. So when it's ended, you are going to regret these words, and we'll screen record it and we'll post it, and we'll remember that at this time you supported that.
But I think you're both wrong. I think all of this shouldn't have really happened, and it's like TikTok. It's, you know, it's an app. It's not real life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
All of you are bringing into real life. Do you know what I mean? If the police are dealing with it, you shouldn't be talking on it because it could finger the case. So just let them do it. Let them do
the
what they need
things
to
that
do.
are with the police we have not mentioned at all. None of you know. So you know the gist of it, but there's a lot of evidence and a lot of things that you lot don't know, which we won't air on here. It's too delicate.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think you should just leave it and go let the police deal with what they're doing, and then if we get a conviction, that's when we all believe it. You know, believe.
Yeah. No, I agree, Kim. I agree.
Yeah.
The back and forth is very, very hard because we're all on the app, and I can't have somebody say that I lie in bed with my children. I can't have it. I'm not going to sit back and allow that when these massive allegations are already out there about.
Sorry, I'm back, guys. I froze.
I don't know why she says he can't see his kid. Like, it's madness. We're literally going to see them now. It's all lies. It's all lies.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what
ask her when she last saw her brother's kids, because her brother is straight and does have kids. Why is she lying about that? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's pot kettle. She says about us what is really going on with her. It's her life that she's projecting onto us. She can't see her nieces and nephews. Show us the last time she saw her brother's kids. Post a picture.
You know what? I think the bottom line is people are just going low, isn't it? Really low.
Yeah, really low. But I would never go that low. And I don't even like myself for doing it. I would never, ever, ever go that low. But when she started singing Bye Bye Baby over my miscarriage, I just thought, well, you know, this is clearly.
So I think the one for me is, you know, saying about your kid. And even if Rickstead said something that people were saying he shouldn't have said, however, that wasn't to do with Talia. So I don't understand why she's actually said about your child.
She'll always come for me.
That's a very dangerous accusation. You know, we all know that's not true, but it's not something that should never be said. It's very damaging.
It's really damaging, and it's just not nice to see. It's not nice to hear either. And it's almost like I'm becoming desensitized to these disgusting things.
Yeah.
You kind of like just brush it off now, and you shouldn't be brushing it off because you can't say them things about children. Only a sick person would say these things. It wouldn't even cross my mind to say, yeah, go and molest your child. Who would say that? Nobody would say these things. Only a sick, demented person would say these things. No, has anyone, can I just ask, even out of anger, and be honest, chat, even out of anger, have you ever told someone to go and essay their own child? Just in temper?
Never spoken to
anybody. I just want to see one person just say, yeah, out of temper, I didn't mean it, I just told him to go and essay his own child. Has anyone ever done that?
No, never.
It wouldn't cross your head, would it?
If you two were obsessed with me, as you are with her, yeah, I'd say it to you. Because I think she's just said enough.
I believe you as well. I think you would say it.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Sam's mother were in Torian's box and said what she said.
Sam's mother come online and apologised to Ricky, and we have that recorded.
I can't talk or I'll get booted again because she just talks over, but she's
okay, go and say what you say, and then I'm going to correct you.
Right. I don't need correcting.
You do.
No, I only kicked you because you were talking over the other lady in the box.
Yeah, well, that's why I've just said she's just constantly talking over everybody.
Carry on, Campo, speak.
Thank you. In Torian's box, she had Sam's mummy said that it was Rickster that got in touch with him, and said that UQ had nothing to do with it all. And the meeting at Blackpool and all these trips was because all the children wanted to meet up and meet each other, and all the parents were there.
But
I'm not.
she
I
doesn't
am
have
not
kids,
on
so
either
why would
side.
she
I am
go?
right. I'm not on either side. I'm trying to see it from point of view. Some things have been said that to you, Talia, that is wrong. But if you were pushing me like your boyfriend is, you used to be a strong, very strong woman. I watched you on X Factor having a laughing and joke with these famous people, and you weren't bothered that they were. You kept yourself down to earth, even though oh, people are go, oh, it's Simon
I don't
Cowell.
have a problem with anybody on this
You've
app.
lost your strength as a
No,
woman.
I'm stronger than ever. It's one person, Camper. It's
Absolutely
one person.
rated by him. You seem to
No, I
be
don't think so. I'm
Can
by
I
his
ask you a quick question?
obsession.
Do you think if Griggs doesn't speak on EQ, it'll be put to bed, or do you think, well, because of what she said last night, he's going to be
I think
speaking
if he
on it?
didn't speak on her, this all got fetched back up
Yeah,
when she.
maybe just if he wasn't to go live tonight, give it a miss for tonight. Just see if she
We
speaks
done
on
it
EQ.
for 3 days. We done it for 3 days. We didn't speak on her. We done it on purpose. We said to the mods, look, watch this. We won't talk on her for 3 days. Watch her go. She went live every night, played all my old videos of when we first met.
She's just retaliating.
For 3 days.
Constant.
And Camper, can I just say, and chat, I want the chat to verify this.
Go on
Sam's
YouTube.
mum,
Go
hang on a minute, Camper,
YouTube
please.
and watch the observers from
Hang on.
last night.
Camper, Sam's mum came on live and apologised to Ricky when she realised that Sam had been contacting Ricky first. That was proven, and Corey verified that on his live. Chat, can you please confirm that? Because I know you've all seen that. You've all seen that.
I mean, listen,
He's
he did that was
obsessed,
confirmed,
Talia.
but then everything was backtracked, so I don't even know what to believe.
No, but they showed the
I mean,
text.
he mentions misread because he wants all misread supporters.
Hang on a minute. No, but you need
said
to go back on what you just said, because
Go back
Sam's
on
mum
what?
apologised to Ricky. After that live, Sam's mum came back on live, apologised to
taking your
Ricky,
word
and
for
said, I'm
it.
sorry,
I
I
would
didn't
accept it.
realise my son had contacted you first.
I
And
would
we'll
have
post
seen
that if
that.
we have to. We don't want to, but if you keep saying that Ricky hounded him, we'll show that he didn't. And Corey's
not
proved
seen
that. Corey has
Can I
proved
just
it.
ask a
You've
quick
only seen
question and then I'll
Talia.
drop down?
Yeah, can we
Right,
just
and
hit
this is
Candyman so I can ask a quick question? Hello.
this is fired at every single person. Okay, why on earth is there 4,000 people sat in this chat and everyone's discussing each other's children?
Yeah.
No,
Why the
no
hell
one's
is this
discussing each other's
happening?
children, Candyman. We discussed what was said
But
last
you bring
night
it down
by
to
But
children.
EQ.
even so,
Yeah.
why is it happening?
Because
Why are people
everybody doesn't
discussing other
like it
people's
about
children?
Well, why should they say that she's had a sex change so she can be a paedophile? That's just as bad.
I never said that.
That is ridiculous. Well, your fella did. It's
Yeah,
really
because she
People
said
are
that he
wrong
touches
and
his
here.
you're using
daughter.
use children on here because you know that the common people that are usually in these chats and are on TikTok are down to earth. You know that the one thing that will get their go is children, and that's why you always bring her down to it. But you
It's
say
always
just as
been
much
done that
thing as
way.
that.
If people cannot
Candyman, you
obtain a
can't just
reaction
say
from
that it's
somebody,
about children.
they use
Yeah,
the Achilles heel of their children.
Yeah.
Why is it happening?
Well,
Right?
this is
And
what
this
we
is
discussed,
directed
and
at
it's
every
like
single
exactly.
person. It needs to stop.
We've never done it. We've never gone for anybody's children
Talia, I've
ever.
sat and watched you and Rickster. Yous are all as bad as each
Hang
other.
on a
Come
minute.
on.
Firstly, EQ doesn't have children. We would never go for anybody's children. It's disgusting.
Hold on a minute. Rickster said last night about EQ's nephews and nieces. How can she have nephews and nieces? Her brother's gay.
No,
He
he's
doesn't
not. He
have
does
any
have children.
children.
Well, gay people can't have children.
He doesn't have children.
Can I ask you a question,
I was
Candyman?
just obsessed.
Candyman, can I just ask you a quick question? Right, you're
Fire
saying
away.
people shouldn't be. No, absolutely, I agree with you. No one should be talking on children. Yeah. Now, I think what Rick's just said is that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That EQ don't see her nieces or nephews or something like that, right? Now, he shouldn't have said that. Absolutely, but there's a huge difference between him saying that and then EQ saying that Taddy gets into bed with her daughter.
Yeah,
What
that's
they say is her daughter.
disgusting.
That's a huge.
But Rickster said multiple times.
None of it should, one sec, none of it should be said. But to speak to on a sex in a sexual way on a child is sick, right?
Yeah, and she knows that it's sick. But it's what they've driven her to because they are constantly speaking on it.
Guess what? Guess what? I've been driven
I'm not
by
arguing with
trolls
you,
on this
Andrew.
app, right? I have been probably the most bullied person on this app, but guess what?
chill. Chill, 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 chill. Do you know what I think? Are you stuck with the telling or do you know what I think I might do, guys? Because I'm literally just running super late. I might just do tomorrow through till Sunday and just have the day off because, yeah, there's not... I've got dinner to do and everything. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've got the iPad on charge over there because Tilly's drained the battery from it. She's... You are? Just leave Rambo alone.
One thing and then I'll drop.
Can I just say, Candyman, personal information is also an address, and you can actually doxing also can be WhatsApp messages.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, right, I'm not here to beef, I'm not here to argue, I'm not here to fall out with people, but I think everyone should sit and recalibrate the moral compass and stop talking on children. If you've got a beef with someone...
I agree.
Can I just say two
That's
things?
what you use to get
Two
everybody
things that are wrong.
You are just as bad, Talia, and your fella.
Oh, I am not as bad, believe
You
me.
are.
No, I'm not. I don't mock
Why
cancer.
can't people
I
just have
don't mock.
a back and forth and an argument to each other? Why do they bring children into it? Do you know what I
I
mean?
don't mock cancer. I don't mock disabilities. I'm not a racist. I don't mock dead children. I don't think. I will never be compared
that are in the firing line for no reason.
Liar.
That's what you do. Yeah, you do.
Never. Listen, I don't listen to anything you have to say because you're her number one fan. So why would I listen to anything you have to say?
I'm not a number one
If
fan
you
at all.
support-
No, I am not.
if
I've
you
told Chelsea
support
myself that I
her,
don't agree
good
with
for
some of the
you.
stuff. I've told Chelsea myself I don't agree with some of the stuff that she says. I am not a number one fan at all. Yes, I do like her, like as a friend, yes, but I
So
don't
you're
agree
not
with
Chelsea's
everything that
biggest
she does.
supporter?
Well, no, because I don't agree with everything that she does, so no.
Can I just say two things and then
Rubbish.
I'm going to drop?
You can
There's
think
two-
it's rubbish
there's
all
two
you want,
things
Talia,
that-
but I'm telling you the fucking truth. I
Can I
do
just
not
say
agree with the
wording?
majority of the stuff that she does. Simple
I
as.
think
I'm
number
not.
one fan is actually Rickster and Talia.
Exactly. You just can't keep my name out your mouth.
Likewise,
two things?
likewise.
We
would
have
be
no
able to-
platform
When
without
we
her.
first got together, we
No
was like,
platform.
she was in my inbox, in my DMs. Leave him, and I'll support you. Don't be with him.
Put receipts out then.
Why would she care that I got with him?
Be
Why would she?
transparent.
The same way she did it to Rosie, hounded Rosie. She hounded me. Leave Jack, leave Ricky, don't be with them. You watch and see. Bradley will get a new bird soon and she'll be in his inbox as well.
Tell you, listen, there's two things wrong. She should never have played that, and I do agree with you on that. That Bye Bye Baby, she should never have
No,
done
let's
that.
go back to the private phone call that she aired.
But your boyfriend should never say that he accused a man. She's a woman.
Listen, if he doesn't believe...
She's not
then
a
he
cock
doesn't
in a
believe.
frock. That's what we need to be worried about with our kids. Cocks in fucking frog.
Tampa, I'm going to kick you
Right, love.
because of what you said.
I'm sorry, but this goes way back to when she played my phone call of me crying and in a bad state. I was 7 weeks pregnant and she did that to me, pretended to care. Oh, I really care about you. Do you think she rang me after that? Do you think she even texted me to say, are you okay? She did it all for content. This is where this started. And if you support that, then it's disgusting. And her cousin who recorded my phone call is the same amount of weeks pregnant as me, and she's still pregnant. And I now have to look at all her pregnancy videos and all her baby videos.
Hey, can I ask you a question? You know when she played that phone call, was it going back and forth with you, or should she just
No.
outright play it?
No, there was no arguments. There was nothing. She just did it to get at Ricky. She put me in the firing line.
Well,
me
I
as a
suppose when
pregnant
you
woman.
think about it, do you feel that phone call was the start of this?
This was absolutely. How dare she do that to me? Recording me. Becca rang me pretending to be my friend. Yeah, getting all the info out of me, recording me crying, and it was just disgusting. And then they aired it for content. to
But why,
all them
Talia?
people.
Why was you scared? You know, you was crying and
But if she was scared, why didn't she ring me after?
no,
Why
but I
didn't
mean,
she
you were scared, saying, "Please, please don't," you know, say anything to Rixie. You were scared. What was?
No, that's not what I said. I was upset because he had gone home, and what you guys didn't know is that I was pregnant and I was emotional and I needed him back. She's recorded that and played it everywhere. I never rang. Becca rang me. I sent Becca my number because remember Rebecca was doing videos about me and Ricky. So I said, listen, you're meant to be my mate. If you've got something to say, here's my number. She rang me. We were on the phone for an hour and she recorded the whole damn thing and sent it to her cousin.
I do remember that, but I just think it needs to stop. I mean, this started off as a child's app. Do you know what I mean? And now it's all blown
Someone
out.
needs to stop it.
Blown out.
All right, well, let's do this then. Let's do this, yeah? We won't speak about EQ for the rest of the week. See if she speaks about us, yeah? Should we see that?
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just let the police deal with what they've got to deal with, and then.
EQ's in the comments. She said deal. She said she's not going to speak on you.
Well, I'll have to ask Ricky. I'll have a chat with him and I'll say, listen.
It's got to be a resolution, eh? Someone has to end it.
It's got to. It's gone too far, way too far.
If you stop and don't go live and speak on her tonight, she said deal. She's not going to speak on you.
Yeah, well, there's still a police investigation going on.
Yeah,
That's not going to stop.
Police. Just don't bring it. Just don't talk about it on TikTok. Leave it for the police if there's a case. You know what I mean? Which you know, I know that you said that there is one. Yeah, leave it to them. Don't speak.
Right,
on
and
it.
what about all the videos and that? Is she going to take them down? We'll take ours down.
Is it on her page? I don't know. EQ, can you take the videos down? And Talia said she'll take the videos down on hers. She said yes.
Right, okay. Well, we'll see who's the first one to crack.
Yeah.
I swear I'll fucking kill him if he fucking cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't, because obviously people are going to say, there you go, it's Talia and Rickster. Do you know what I mean? That's the first thing people are going to say.
No, we're happy to do that, and it's gone far enough. But at the end of the day, let's see who speaks on who first, because I can guarantee you it won't be us.
It's like when you're pointing at someone, there's always three fingers pointing back at you, so.
Yeah, because it's not going to end well, man. You know what I mean? What's next? You know, what's...
Well, I'll tell him to take everything down.
Yeah.
It's just drama.
Well, what are you all going to watch then? You're all going to be bored now, aren't you?
People are saying ask Ricky, well, it's on his page. So, you know, he does FYP, so...
Well, because he's furious, isn't he? So I'm obviously going to have a long chat with him, but I'm sure he will agree.
But a lot was discussed here that he probably doesn't need to discuss later anymore because he's had his say. So, you know, tell him not to speak on EQ. She won't speak on you.
Fine. Perfectly fine by me. I don't even go live anyway.
Yes, yeah. There's Big Brother to watch anyway tonight, so that's what we can all tune in to watch.
Please join my agency, everybody. It's the Ark. Thank you very much. Angie, why are you not in my agency?
I can't get an agency because I've got too many violations.
We'll set you up a new account, a fresh
they
one.
won't take me. Even with a new account, I've got too many accounts. But I don't need one.
Yeah, no, it's true. You don't need one.
EQ said, can we confirm what?
Yes, no, we'll take all our posts down.
All down and
mention you. You don't exist. If you want to give free promo to the Ark, we'll appreciate it. But other than that, we won't ever mention you. We will take everything down. And as far as I'm concerned, and Ricky will agree later on, squashed. But, you know, what's going on out of the app is still going on. But on here, I need to talk to him, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, so if
the police are get involved, you're not going to have a case because you put it all out there.
No, we haven't. There's lots of stuff that hasn't gone on the app. We're not stupid.
I've also noticed, guys, when you put people in the boxes and they get banned, it can give you a suspension, which means you can't put any other people in the boxes. So I can't actually put anyone in the box, guys, because Candyman got banned.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous, TikTok, man. For God's sake. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go and enjoy the sunshine.
Bull, it's not bull, polar bear. Listen, let me try and request you, right?
This is what I mean. Nobody wants it to end. Nobody, like, even if we agreed to end it, nobody